So I was trying to figure out how to start making starfield mods, and in the process I stumbled on some patch notes, and a couple of them were pretty funny, so I went through all of the patch notes, found the best ones, and yeah, figured I might as well read them to the 5 other starfield fans out there who actually enjoy this stupid game. So here goes. um Fixed an issue where star stations would be labeled as a player-owned ship. Addressed an issue that allowed a vendor's full inventory to be accessible. Fixed an issue where Andraja's head would stay permanently cloaked. Fixed an issue where some NPCs could be seen not wearing clothes. Fixed an issue where the ship services technician might be missing. Addressed an issue that would cause space matter to become stuck to a player's ship during space travel. Loading a save will now remove the space Klingon. Please note, this fix should address any space matter being stuck in your travels, but not in instances where player ships have New Atlantis attached. A fix for that will be released at a later update. Fixed player characters' eyes remaining closed instead of blinking in the third-person view. Fixed incorrectly invisible creatures on some planets. Fixed an issue that could cause airlock doors to sometimes appear floating in the sky when arriving at locations. Fixed a rare issue that could cause rocks to disappear near the player on the surface of a planet. Fixed an issue that could cause bulldozed objects to reappear when returning to an outpost. Fixed an issue where players could get stuck on a chair in the Ryujin Industries headquarters conference room. Fixed another case that could cause an asteroid to follow a ship in space. Fixed an issue where the ship could end up in an unintended state by simultaneously attempting to fast travel and grav jump. Fixed an issue where loading an exit save made while docked to a space station could cause the names of ships to change. Fixed an issue that could cause the frontier to incorrectly appear if a non-home ship was removed from a landing pad. Fixed an area that allowed the player access to the New Atlantis ship technician's vendor chest. Fixed a rare issue that could cause the player to remain stuck under an elevator. Fixed badly placed objects in the parodies of a hotel. Fixed a spot where players could get stuck on a staircase in New Homestead. Fixed a spot where players could go through the wall in New Homestead. Fixed a spot where characters could get stuck in Londinian. Fixed a stool that couldn't be sat on in the Red Mile. Fixed a spot where players could get stuck near the Bayou Plaza of Neon. Fixed missing walls of the UC Syracuse. Fixed a spot where players could fall out of the world behind chunks in New Atlantis. Fixed an issue where characters would suddenly disappear in the neon elevator. Resolved an issue where the player could be affected by the weather while inside. Fixed an issue that could cause weather to occur on planets with no atmosphere. Resolved a rare issue where robots might not power down after using Disable Robot Workforce option in the terminal. Addressed an issue where using a power on a terramorph in the Red Devil headquarters could potentially free it. Fixed an issue that could occasionally cause swimming creatures to fly above water or appear on land. Resolved an issue that could cause a technician's body to turn invisible if a manipulated character was instructed to inspect the corpse. Fixed a rare issue that could cause a character to spin while exiting a seated position. Fixed an issue that could cause dead characters on the Red Mile to be standing upright. Characters should no longer share the same chair at the same time in The Rock. Fixed an issue where the player could avoid criminal repercussions by stowing their weapon at a very specific time. Fixed crash that could occur when the player holds a corpse in front of a miner. Fixed an issue where Sam Coe could tell Cora she should try out her joke on a dead character. And then the notes say, tough crowd. Fixed an issue with all guards on the scow sharing a similar appearance. Fixed an issue that could cause Vasco to appear incorrectly in the player's ship. Fixed a rare issue that could cause homesteaders to attack without provocation. Fixed an issue that could cause a character using a melee attack to get stuck in a floating state. Fixed an issue with companions jumping that could cause them to get stuck in a floating state. Fixed an issue where characters could reopen their eyes after being killed. Fixed an issue that could cause a parent planet's axis to instantly shift at a certain time of day when seen from the surface of its moon. I'm sorry, the mental image of this one. Fixed an issue where Ellie Yankton would not talk to the player if they sat in Barrett's chair. Fixed an issue that would cause Ellie Yankton to remain in her apartment after agreeing to have her officiate Barrett's wedding ceremony. It should now be easier to talk to Vladimir. Fixed an issue where the pirate leader unintentionally changes poses in dialogue. Resolved an issue that could occur if combat was started before trying to sit on the neurosurgery operating table. It's always where I initiate combat. Fixed a rare issue where New Atlantis would appear to follow the player ship. I'm not sure how that's different from it being stuck to the player ship, but sure. Addressed a rare issue that could cause characters to not exit dialogue when attacked. Neon and Ryujin security should be more diligent on arresting the character for criminal behavior. Ship service technicians should now return to their normal location if they had previously wandered away. Players who find their way into Benjamin Bayou's penthouse should now be able to exit properly. Fixed an issue where changing greenhouse flora types in outposts could disconnect the water input. Addressed an issue that allowed the player to reach unintended locations by stacking furniture in outposts. Addressed an issue that could cause idle animations to play on a corpse. NPCs will no longer talk about being attacked by wildlife on lifeless planets. Celestial bodies should now remain visible in the sky after entering and exiting an interior. And mannequins will now persist as intended in the New Atlantis penthouse. Neon and Ryujin security should... Words. Ship service technicians should now return to their normal location if... Fuck. Ship service technicians... Fuck. Please note, this fix should address any space matter being stuck in your travels, but... where am I? I'm just gonna restart that whole one. Fix an issue where the words. Fixed an issue where the ship could end up in an unintended state by simultaneously attempting to fast travel during a... Why is this so difficult for me? Fixed an issue that could occasionally cause swimming Cleatures? What was I about to say? Okay, tea break. Fixed an issue that could cause... Words! Fixed an issue that could occasionally cause swimming I said it again. Fixed crash that could occur...